7 p.m., then whatever happens after that, you deserve. And so, around 6:28, I was right there, up to the barricade. It was not curfew yet. The police and all the agencies came down this street, and they were firing flashbang grenades. One went off right by my foot. They were shooting tear gas, pepper spray, all sorts of things to disrupt this demonstration. And they broke us up. They pushed some of us down 8th Street and some folks that way. That was the same night that people were kettled, that people were buzzed by helicopters flying so low to the ground it was whipping people's clothes. And I believe that was also the same night of the attack on Swan Street.
It was.
How many of y'all know about the assault on Swan Street?
15th and Swan.
That was when the DC police, under Police Chief Peter Newsham and Mayor Muriel Bowser, had protesters kettled on that street. I should say they had them trapped and gassed them mercilessly. And thankfully, we had some people who seized the moment, who stepped up to the plate and let protesters have refuge in their homes. And so we see that the grassroots struggle in the streets is precisely what makes the change. Do you know that today there was a budget hearing in DC and thousands of people signed up to testify, when this time last year, it was only 22. And why? Because the DC Police Department has a budget of over $500 million. And if Bowser gets her way, they'll get 18.5 million more. But she say that Black Lives Matter. She's a liar. Police Chief Peter Newsham is a liar. And the DC Council, they passed this emergency policing bill the other day, you may have seen, and they're banning chokeholds, and they're saying, well, we need to release body cam footage. Well, all that is cool, but where was that energy 2 years ago when Marquise Austin was killed by DC police? And his mother, Kenethia Austin, all but begged the city to release the footage, but they refused. But because we stand here today and say defund the police, now all of a sudden they got religion. Now they want to listen to reason. Let me hear you say defund the police.
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 And what do we mean when we say defund the police? All these officials are acting like their mind is so blown by that phrase, defund the police. Well, it's not enough to simply not give the cops that money. We're saying that that money and those resources need to be put back into the very community that's already over-policed. I'm talking about Ward 7, Wards 8, Wards 5. I myself live in Congress Heights, and I can tell you, sometimes it feels like you're living around an occupied army. You come up out the train station, it's just cop cars as far as the eye can see, but homicides are still going up. They tell us that cops keep us safe, but they're not stopping crime. They're not stopping violence. But yet this is what the city invests in. Just like the city invests in gentrification and displacement. This is the most rapidly gentrifying city in all of the United States and one of the most expensive places to live in the United States. And so the police, under this capitalist system, when they say that they protect and serve, they're telling the truth. But what they serve is the interest of the ruling class, and what they protect is their property. And so that's why we see all this moralizing around so-called rioting and so-called looting, because this system values property over human life. No justice, no racist. I said no justice. No racist! I said no justice! No racist! I said no justice! No racist! When black lives are under attack, what do we do? When black lives are under attack, what do we do? When black lives are under attack, what do we do? When black lives are under attack, what do we do? What do we do? What do we do? What do we do? I said said, what do we do? When black lives are under attack, what do we do? When black lives are under attack, what do we do? When black lives are under attack, what do we do? When black lives are under attack, what do we do? What do we do? What do we do? What do we do? I said, what do we do? And so as rebellion and uprisings continue here in D.C. and across the country, we want to connect the D.C. protests to D.C. issues. We want to talk about the victims of racist police terror right here in Washington, D.C. We want to talk about Marquise Austin, who I mentioned. We want to talk about Raphael Briscoe, Daquan Young, Jeffrey Price, Terrence Sterling, and so many others. Because the Bowser administration and the D.C. city government are responsible for the same police terror that killed George Floyd, that killed Breonna Taylor, that killed Tony McDade, and that killed Sean Reed. And we're here today to say no more. And people have been asking me, why have these protests been so intense? Because this same government and the same system is the same one that abandoned us under the coronavirus. The Democrats and the Republicans decided that they want to bail out Wall Street, they want to bail out corporations, they want to bail out the billionaires, but they didn't bail out the people. We have 40 to 50 million some odd people unemployed. We have people cast into housing and food insecurity in a matter of weeks. And as if all that wasn't enough, we can also get killed by police, struck down as if our humanity doesn't matter at all. So that's why we say that the capitalist system is at the root of all of this, and this is what we must struggle against.
Hey man, do you want this to be
Black
filmed?
lives matter. Black 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 lives matter.
Black lives matter.
All right. And we're going to have one of DC's most talented artists. You can see this brother singing so sweetly all over this city. And we know even recently there was a battle over street performers, wasn't it? We know how that went. Gentrification trying to push culture out of the city. Y'all give it up for my man Kenny as he comes and gives us his word.
Focus on one camera. Focus on one camera.
No justice.
No peace.
No justice.
No peace.
No justice.
No peace.
Yo, so look, I'm not even gonna sing a song because I'm not gonna sing a song until we start marching. We get in these neighborhoods, we make some noise.
Hey, you want to record something? Record that.
So I feel like if y'all want to move after this, you know, we can march.
Definitely.
Like I said, I shut down 495. Just, you know, come on, man.
You ain't do shit, Kenny. Kenny, you ain't do shit.
Yo,
The people that's following you, supporting you.
listen, that like, yo, this is not
You
the time
ain't
and
do
place.
shit.
It's not the time and
This is
place.
definitely the time. No, it's not. And the place. No, it's not. No, it's not.
Yo,
When is the time and the
no justice.
See?
Listen, bro, listen. All I'm saying is this:
Man, you been controlled.
sitting here is not
Control and manipulation.
is not working.
It is.
We gonna march. We gonna
working
march.
for you.
We gonna march. We gonna
It's not
march.
working for you. It's
We
not
gonna
working
march.
for
We
you.
gonna march.
It's not working for you. It's working for me.
You can sit here
I'm
then.
fulfilling my purpose.
Then you can sit here and stay here.
I am
Can you be
successful.
quiet and not say nothing to him because you're just going to
Yeah,
cause more
you're
conflict?
right. You're right. I'm sorry.
All right, real quick, before we step off, and like I said, it's been 2 weeks and the cops attacked us. I actually want to bring up someone who was there during the assault, along with myself, and I'm sure many of you, Nicole Roussel. Welcome her as she comes.
Hey, everybody, it's been 2 weeks since this horrendous attack, and what I think was extremely notable about what happened 2 weeks ago is that everybody here, there were hundreds of people here, maybe thousands of people here on this street protesting police brutality, protesting this racist system that oppresses and kills black people. And you know what Trump did? He went ahead with police brutality. I mean, it was so transparent about what this system is. This system is racist. This system is capitalist. And it's not just Trump, but Trump absolutely 2 weeks ago ordered a premeditated violent assault that came this way. I mean, we watched, as Sean said, flashbang grenades, terrifyingly loud. A lot of us were shoved on the ground. A lot of us were trampled. A lot of us were shot with rubber bullets, which I don't know if y'all know what rubber bullets are. I didn't until 2 weeks ago, but it's essentially steel bullets covered in rubber, so they hurt. You know, there were stinger grenades. We had stinger grenades launched at us. This is not something that people should have. These are weapons of war, and we shouldn't be doing this to other people either. In fact, what we learned, I think, 2 weeks ago was what other countries deal with when the U.S. military goes abroad. So, you know, I'm really glad everybody's out here today because this shows, and we've been showing, everybody here, everybody all over this city has been showing that they are not standing, they are going to stand up, they are not giving in to Trump's violent assaults. We're not intimidated by it. We're going to keep being out here. This is exactly where Sean and I were standing when the police line came, when cops on horseback trampled people. So thank you everyone so much for being here. This is an incredibly important moment. This is, I think, going to be a huge turning point in the Trump administration, and it's incredibly important that we're all here. So I want to say no justice, no peace. No justice, no justice, no justice. All right, let's march.
Which way we going?
I got arrested 5 years ago.
Let's go.
During BLM in Baltimore, right?
Guys, I just want to let you know the racism's been going on since America invaded Vietnam, they invaded Afghanistan, and now they're invading black people in America. And we have to stand up, we have to do something, we have to say something. Thank you all guys for being out here.
No justice! No justice! No justice! No justice! No justice!
Hey guys, Jenn here. You can see we're about to march. I'm in front of the White House. I can't really turn around and give you a shot right now, but they have actually cleared out the Lafayette Square where we were last time. They've taken down the 8-foot fence and we're about to march. I'm gonna try to also take you to where there is a sit-in / sleep-in.
No justice! No peace! No justice!
No peace!
No justice!
No peace! Here we go, guys. I'll take you over here real quick. So here we are Monday. There's the White House. This is as close as I've been able to bring you to the White House for quite some time. Trump has brought down his hashtag baby gates to some degree. There's still some gates there. We are pushed back about halfway across Lafayette Square, where normally you can go a little bit closer. So right now there's a group marching. 1 second, let me adjust my monopod here. Sorry for some of you who are watching. There was one kind of guy who did not want to allow people to film. He actually looked at my press credentials and decided that he didn't want to mess with me. I guess because we're independent, I don't know. But he definitely wanted to not allow Reuters to film. There was another independent journalist right next to me who he was blocking the camera of because it was like a really nice camera. So that was interesting. Protesters decided to give their speeches and move forward no matter what that guy planned to do. So just, you never know what's going to happen. A whole bunch of people show up to these things. So right now we're marching. I actually intended to go live from a sit-in / sleep-in across from Mayor Bowser's place here in DC. But I saw people gathered in front of the White House and decided to go live here instead because it's kind of remarkable. Here we are you know, 2 weeks plus after what happened to George Floyd, 2 weeks plus of these marches, and here we are with active protests still going on.
This is what democracy looks like.
Tell me what democracy looks like.
This is what democracy looks like.
Tell me what democracy looks like. Tell me what democracy looks like. Tell me what democracy looks like. Tell me what democracy looks like.
So I'm going to try to get closer up to the front of this protest. You can see that a lot of universities and organizations in DC have put up Black Lives Matter posters outside of their establishments. Apologies for the wavy camera, I'm walking quite fast. You can see there's a police van here. The police, for the most part, they're still very near the White House, still blocking off certain roads. Very much decreased from when the National Guard was here. But I just want to remind everyone, this is a Monday. And here we are, a Monday. I want to remind everyone, this is Jenn. Please smash the like button. The more you smash the like button, the more people see this stream. That's how YouTube works, so smash it right now. Please subscribe if you're new here. And again, to catch you up, I was not anticipating this crowd, this march on a Monday. I was walking to another event where there's a sit-in outside of Mayor Bowser's office, and it was just there. So share the stream, your Twitter, your Facebook, that really helps. If you're here in DC, we're marching down 8th Street right now. We try to get up in front of, they have people on bicycles who are kind of keeping things in line here. We try to get up to this sign. One second here.
Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter.
It says stop the war on Black America.
Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter.
And you can see there are a bunch of yellow signs in front of us with George Floyd, Breonna Taylor, Ahmaud Arbery's names. So again, if you're just joining us, this is Jenn, and found a spontaneous Black Lives Matter protest here in DC. We just left the White House. Not sure where we're marching. There's also here in DC a sit-in. So earlier today, there was the DC Council held a public hearing, or a public voices. And it was all done via Zoom. So the public got to register, and they had a massive amount of people who wanted to register to give their input, to give their opinions to the DC Council members. So I think last year they had 22 people. This year they had well over 500 people who wanted to show up in person, aka via Zoom, give testimony. So the council member had to, Charles Allen, I believe of Ward 6, had to choose people. So he chose the first 90 people who responded. So they spent 6 hours today giving testimony. The vast majority of people who gave testimony were for defunding the MPD, the Metropolitan Police Department. Public opinion on defunding the police in the past 3 weeks has been incredible. So to have this kind of showing up on the third week of protests here has been incredible for DC. The very vast majority, I think there were just 5 people who were kind of either wishy-washy or against defunding the police. Again, this is a spontaneous protest here in DC where they just heard public testimony from a variety of people, the vast majority calling for defunding the police, which defunding the police, that language among, the vast majority of the United States would have seemed out of pocket 3 weeks ago. People are on board now. This is Monday evening, and here people are marching the streets of DC. It's really incredible to see. I will be interviewing people. Let me get to the front here and show you the scope. Here we have Palestinians for Black Power.
No justice! No peace! 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 Hey, hey! Hey, hey! Hey, hey! Ho, ho! These racist police got to go! Hey, hey! Ho, ho! These racist police
now I'll let some of it pass me by so you can see. On a Monday evening, week 3 of the protests, people are out in the streets. It's a Monday. Right here you can see bike cops. Not even the cool kind of bike cops, like the actual bicycle cops. They're following the protest now. A very, very peaceful protest. It looks like we're entering Chinatown in a bit. One second here. Smash the like button, guys. Share this stream. We're entering Chinatown in DC. Marching from the White House. Maddie asked how many people. I'm honestly not sure. I'd say a couple hundred. And I can't say this enough. It's Monday, guys. Chinatown in DC. You can see bike cops there. Chinatown, DC. Here we're stopping.
Everybody catch up.
No justice!
No peace!
So these are the condos that they built right here in Chinatown. Like I said, these are the condos that they built in Chinatown. And this is where I first got my start singing on the street. They called and called and called the police to come shut me down. Why? Because they built condos right here in Chinatown. 5 years ago, these condos wasn't here. Again, they took their money and built these condos right here in Chinatown. And they called the police on me personally because I was out here singing, trying to make $1 for my kid, or just trying to live, trying to spread music the positive way. They was going to pass a law secretly for me and whoever wanted to come out here and street perform to shut us down because we were too loud. They couldn't sleep. They came out here. All I was doing was just singing. Like anybody. Police was out here every day. You can't be here. Move down the block. You can't be here. No justice.
Who's streets? Who's streets? Who's streets? Who's streets? Who's streets?
And this is my thing. All right, look. Some of y'all know, we march all the way to 495. I'm asking y'all now, and if y'all don't want to go, you don't have to. But what we going to do is, when we get there, we're going to kneel, stop the traffic for 8 minutes, 46 seconds.
The amount of time it takes to kill a black man. It's a long time.
It's a long time. And I parked on 16th Street. So I'm out here. They need to know how it feels to get interrupted when we see videos and stuff out there. Our brown and black beautiful women and men getting killed by the hands of the police. It's unacceptable. And I'm not an activist. I'm a singer, songwriter. But when I start seeing my brown and black beautiful brothers and sisters being killed by the hands of the police from people that's supposed to be serving us, I have a problem with that. I have a serious problem. So by any means necessary, I'm going to get out here and march. I'm going to get out here and march. Sitting at that White House ain't doing nothing. We're going to get out here and march. We're going to get out here and march. We're going to protest. And we're going to do what we need to do to make some noise. So by any means, if I'm walking too fast, tell me to slow down. Because all I really want to do is get home back to my daughter. Amen. That's it. So we're going to walk. We're going to chant. Anybody that want to help take the mic for a change, because I don't know all the chants. Like I said, I'm a singer. I don't know all the chants and stuff, so feel free. And anybody has any water, I got snacks and everything in my backpack. If y'all need it, y'all get hungry, because it's a long walk, but it's well worth it. It's definitely well worth it.
We'll take breaks.
We're going to take breaks, and when we get there, I'm going to play a song that I normally do when I get there. We're going to kneel 8 minutes, 46 seconds for George Floyd. Say his name. Say his name. For an additional 8 minutes for Breonna Taylor, because that took it. 8 bullets killed her. Sound asleep. Sound asleep. She probably don't even know why she's dead right now. Isn't that something? And they have still yet been convicted. Nobody's been charged. Emmett Till. Nobody has never been charged.
That's not murder, that's assassination.
Come on now.
And she admitted it before she died. Nobody did nothing.
Terrible.
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 So we're going to walk, we're going to kneel, we're going to take breaks if y'all need it. 495 is straight ahead. So I hope y'all ready. Let's walk.
Okay, so what you just heard was the protesters are going to shut down 495. That is the plan. It sounds like it'll be quite a long walk. I'm actually not sure how long, but we're here for it. So please smash the like button, share this stream on all your social feeds. I'll be interviewing people and walking with these protesters. And again, I had no idea this was happening. I was actually headed to something else. DC is still out here. For those who are in DC, I'll give you the street corner in 1 second here. My eyesight is not that good. We're about to hit F Street, but I need to see the intersection. And you heard that the leader here, he's not a protester. He's not an activist. He's a singer, and he is out here. Someone in the chat commented, yay! So you have the emergency response team giving a thumbs up. Very cool. Someone commented in the chat that, you know, these people are trying to head home, but you don't get any progress from what I've seen out here in these. Don't get any progress from just being polite and nice. The progress people have gotten is because they have disrupted things. And if you're not disrupted by these protests, then I think the protesters would say that that's when real change happens, is when real people's lives are disrupted, even when they normally wouldn't have been. So again, if you're just joining us, we are marching through DC with a group of protesters that I just came across spontaneously in front of the White House. Their intention is to shut down a highway. So I'm not quite sure how long that walk is, but we're gonna cover it. They're going to pause traffic for the 8 minutes and 40 some seconds that George Floyd was held down and murdered. And an additional 8 minutes for Breonna Taylor, who had 8 bullets put in her, or 8 shots. So smash the like button, share this stream. Ahead of us, you can see a bunch of photographers and police are following this protest. I don't know where the bike cops went. They were here a bit earlier. You can see that people who are just outdoors in DC, they're in a phase where they can eat outdoors in restaurants. So you can see people stopping and taking a pause to see what's going on, what people are protesting about. Some are paying attention, some are trying to ignore it, it seems. You can see a slew of police officers, police cars ahead. I don't know if they know the plans to shut down the highway. You can see in this restaurant or this establishment say their names: Breonna George, that's China Chilcano, no justice, no peace. So DC is a very, very oppressive city. So you'll see that everywhere. There where they've boarded up with plywood, Black Lives Matter.
Out of your house! Out of your house! Into the streets! Into the streets!
Let's try to get to the front here. And the protest goes quite far back. All races, all ages. If you are just joining us, please smash that like button, share this stream on all your social feeds. YouTube has been hiding us under whatever it is, suppressing us, not letting people see our streams. And remember, this is a super chat, so listen to an ad and leave a super chat. I'm good. It does take a lot of money to come out here and be present in all these cities. We've covered Oakland, LA, Philly, New York City, DC. I'm sure I'm forgetting something, but we have been out here in these streets with protesters. We are at the Archives Metro if you're here in DC. Chants of defund MPD. You can see some skateboard bros over there filming. It's interesting because I initially, my plan, there's the U.S. Archives, which is actually very interesting to go into and explore. But my original intention was to go to a sit-in that was taking place outside of Mayor Bowser's office. But I spontaneously ran into this protest, this march, and here we are. You can see we found the bike cops again. They're following the protest. We're up to 300 viewers. Please smash that like button, share the stream. We are headed, the protesters are headed to shut down a highway to give basically a moment of silence, a moment of stoppage for George Floyd, and then one for Breonna Taylor. A call for protesters to drink water.
So make sure you're sipping on water. I beg it of thee. Please drink water. You folks are our soldiers.
There was a meme on Twitter earlier that said that protesters were taking better care of Americans than health officials or police officers, and you know, these protesters have been handing out masks and water and snacks, hand sanitizer, everything. So it's important to remember here in DC, Mayor Bowser, who is a black woman, she has proposed increasing the Metropolitan Police Department's budget by $18.5 million. And also building a new, or allocating funds, $5 million of funds to a new jail. And not in social programs.
All y'all cocoa butter, coconut oil you need. We'll worry about that later. Anybody need any snacks? I got snacks. I got one more bottle of water. Make sure y'all grab y'all water. You need some water? Who need water? You need water? I got you. It's my last water.
Yo, anyone up front want water? Raise your hand. I'll bring a couple up.
They have a whole shopping cart here with waters and
Somebody
snacks,
pass
it
some water
looks
up here
like.
to the front?
Sorry. Let's take a look at this. Very cool.
Nice to know y'all need to be working out more. So once again, when we get the 495, we're gonna make a straight line across, like straight across. Y'all down? We're gonna do that. 8 minutes 46 seconds. 5 minutes for 5 bullets. And anybody else who wants to come and say something or speak, make it brief, because we still got to get home to our families. Like I said, I appreciate you guys for the ones who's following this. But this can't stop at all, because they ain't stopping. And I just think that I'm doing a righteous thing right now, risking all that I breathe to come out here and protest amongst you guys. And to all my non-black people, I appreciate you for coming out, for standing with us, for making it happen. And all my beautiful black brothers and sisters, brothers, please protect the woman at all costs, by any means necessary. Please protect them. Let's stay close. Let's stay ready. And let's look out for one another. Like I said, we ain't gonna be out here that long. We got a long walk back. I'm gonna play some music on the way back, so all the chanting and stuff, y'all can just relax and walk. You know what I mean? So sometimes that's what it's all about. Just listening to the music and just enjoying one another with our masks on. I ain't got no mask because I ain't really, I got different reasons why I don't. But I'm covered, and one thing for certain, two things for sure, God is in control of it all. Amen?
Amen.
Yeah, Doc.
Anyone need water, please raise your hand. There you go. We'll get water to you. If you need water, raise your hand, please. We got some runners getting water to you. Y'all ready? Let's move.
So again, that's
Folks,
something I've consistently seen is
tell me what democracy looks like.
water, food, snacks,
Show me what
hand
democracy
sanitizer.
looks like.
Protesters are taking
Tell
care
me
of one
what
another.
democracy looks like.
This is what democracy looks like.
Show me what democracy looks like.
This is what democracy looks like.
Tell me what democracy looks like.
This is what democracy looks like.
Show me what democracy looks like.
This is what democracy looks like.
Tell me what democracy looks like.
This is what democracy looks like.
Show me what democracy looks like.
This is what democracy looks like.
Tell me what democracy looks like.
This is what democracy looks like.
Show me what democracy looks like.
This is what democracy looks like.
Tell me what democracy looks like.
This is what democracy looks like.
Show me what democracy looks like.
This is what democracy looks like.
Tell me what democracy looks like.
This is what democracy looks like.
Show me what democracy looks like.
This is what democracy looks like.
Tell me what democracy looks like.
This is what democracy looks like.
Show me what democracy looks like.
This is what democracy looks like.
Tell me what democracy looks like.
This is what democracy looks like.
Show me what democracy looks like.
This is what democracy looks like.
Tell me what democracy looks like.
This is what democracy looks like.
Show me what democracy looks like.
This is what democracy looks like.
Tell me what democracy looks like.
This is what democracy looks like.
Show me what democracy looks like. Tell me what democracy looks like.
We are at Madison and 7th.
Democracy looks like. Tell me what democracy
Cops are continuing to block off the intersections for protesters. You can see cops ahead as well. You can be sure they're monitoring all social channels. Smash the like button, share the stream, guys. It really helps. And also, you know, we've been in several cities for these protests. Jordan has a plan to go out in the field, which we will disclose very soon. But it takes money. So if you guys have $5, please leave a super chat. Help keep us out here in the field, showing you what the rest of the media is not showing you. There's the Air and Space Museum. I'll give you a tour of DC as we go through. You have people playing the drums. And you know, guys, a lot of progressive media people aren't out here in the streets. They're reporting on what we are reporting on in the field. They're reporting on what other journalists are out doing. So obviously there's a completely a value in studio commentators, but we are out here in the streets with the people. We are sweating with the people out here on a Monday evening, where the protests are well and alive here in Washington, D.C. Thank you, Anna Maxa. Thank you so much for the super chat. I really, really appreciate it. We also have a GoFundMe, gofundme.com/status-coup-news. It helps so much. The plan here is to shut down a highway for George Floyd, Breonna Taylor. The vibe here on the street is upbeat but serious.
No justice. No peace. No racist. Police. 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 No justice. No peace.
So again, we're walking by the National Air and Space Museum. I don't know what's over there. I'll let you know when I figure it out. There go some bike cops. You'll see people on the sides here. Let me zoom in a little bit. You'll see people on the sides as they see the marchers passing who record video and sort of stop and stare. So it's always interesting to see the people who are interested but who aren't actively joining in. And from what a lot of protesters have told me, they're new to protesting. So it's a lot of those people who have been on the sides, who have just been watching, who are now actively joining. And so many people have said that this time feels different. Kelly asked how far we're gonna walk. All I know is I'm incredibly bad at directions. I'll put that out front. But we're going to shut down, the protesters are going to shut down a highway, from what I understand. So I have no concept of how much further we have, but that's the plan. I believe it's 8 minutes and 46 seconds for George Floyd. And I believe they said 8 minutes for Breonna Taylor.
No justice. No races. No justice. No races. No justice. No races. No justice. No races.
If you're just joining us today in DC, there was an extensive public comment section to the DC Council. Over 500 people registered, 90 people got to speak via Zoom. There's L'Enfant, one of the exits for L'Enfant. And the vast majority, I believe out of 90, there were about 5, that's not an exact number, but about 5 people who were for keeping the funding of MPD, Metropolitan Police Department, going. The vast majority were against. And instead of funding MPD, people are in favor of funding social programs, education, mental health programs, putting the funding back where the people need it versus with the police. Thank you so much, Susan. I really appreciate the super chat and sticker. Love you so much. Keep those super chats coming. You can also fund us via GoFundMe. GoFundMe.com/status-coup-news. Really helps. Jordan's going to be back out in the field soon. He just had a procedure today. I'm sure he wouldn't mind me saying he had a colonoscopy. So he's been out of it. He was under general anesthesia earlier today. So we'll accept some pity super chats for Jordan. Keep those coming. There's another person filming the protest.
No justice. No races. No justice. No races. No justice.
Yeah, pity super chats for Jordan for sure.
No justice. No races.
Oh, thank you so much, LJL. $10 in the super chat. I really appreciate it.
No justice. No races.
You guys are amazing. Your super chats help keep us out in the field. Smash that like button. We have 423 likes, so keep smashing if you haven't already. Subscribe if you're new to this channel. And some more bike caps. Again, the vibe is just energy. It's Monday. These people do not care. They are out here. This is the third week.
No justice. No justice. No justice. No justice. All right, ho.
I think there's another break coming up here.
So we got a plan. The plan is, you was out here yesterday, right? Thank you, sis. Oh my gosh. She was out here. We definitely making it right. We making it right. My guy said, where's wife?
Where's my wife?
And this is what we about to do, right? We're going to shut it down. We're going to shut it down, all right? Everybody know what we came here for. Please, please, brothers, look after. Did you graduate? Congratulations.
One of the protesters just graduated.
Listen, this is what we about to do. We're going to go, we're going to make a straight line. We're going to kneel. We're going to play the music. And we're going to, 8 minutes, 46 seconds. Another 5 minutes for the 5 bullets they put in Breonna Taylor. No justice.
No peace.
No justice.
No peace.
Is everybody caught up in the back? All right, so we right here, y'all. We right here. Come on, let's go. My man matching with the Vans, Doc.
Good afternoon, y'all. How we doing today? Are we here for a reason? All right, I just wanted to make a quick statement. I hear that there's people say no systemic racism exists in America today. What is it? What was that? Thank you. I just want to tell my story just real quick. I'm a black man from Georgia, Stone Mountain, Georgia, where Martin Luther King said, "Let freedom ring," that he hoped, he had a dream that would happen someday. Hadn't happened. When you're looking at cops today, you're looking at centuries of a society that has done one thing, to push a certain percentage of its population down. Martin Luther King had that dream for Stone Mountain, Georgia. I can tell you, I lived in Stone Mountain, Georgia, and had a counselor tell me that my dreams to be an engineer were unrealistic. I had a counselor in 1988 call black people niggers to their face. That's what they said. That wasn't 1888, that was 1988. So if society does something like that, and I'm just giving you my own experience, society will also pull a black man over on a bicycle in Iowa, riding uphill for speeding. Society will also pull a black man over in Arizona for having window tint. Now, I'm fortunate, I'm blessed that it did not come to the same ending like George Floyd. I'm blessed that for me personally, and my daughter over there did not come to the same conclusion as Breonna Taylor. I know the area that Ahmaud Arbery was from, because I'm from Georgia. And I know that area. And I know that there are places when my high school played, not in 1864 or 1822, but in 1982, 2002, there are some places that black people would not go at night. I remember being one of those. So when I hear that systemic racism does not exist, when I hear that just because the Civil Rights Voting Act was passed, I say we don't flip just like that over a second. But I will also say that for every time that I was beaten as a child by racists, every time that I was called nigger to my face and to my back and around my back, every time I got lower grades, every time I got denied for a loan, every time somebody said, "Oh, did you really write that?" Or "Your kids are so well behaved." Every time that I heard that, I also had people that did not look like me, but who saw me as an American citizen. And that's pretty much all I ask for. I think that's what most of us are asking for. See us as American citizens. See us as humans. We are all humans. We're all on the same boat. We're all on the same team. We're rowing this boat for America. I personally have found that my brother and my sister don't necessarily look like me, and I embrace that. I embrace that. Everybody brings something to the table. Okay, so I want you, as I end the statement, everybody look around at everybody else. Where you guys are from, all over, I hope, all over the nation, all over the world. Talk to one another during this march. Talk to one another afterwards. Engage somebody that does not look like you. Let's have this conversation because, like you said, it is our streets. And we're not going to be able to take it back until we take it back together.
Amen.
Amen. Thank you.
Folks, I'm going to be very, very quick.
Yo, take your time, Doc. We got all the time in the world, Doc.
Because this is a season for awakening and a season for enlightenment. So I'm here to enlighten you and to set the records straight. Because we call niggas, we call each other niggas, Negroes. I'm going to let y'all know what the word really means. Negus is the correct spelling. So when you hear it next time, I want you to correct your brothers and sisters on the correct spelling and pronunciation. It's Negus. That's what we are. That's what we are. And I just had the page. Negus is a noun derived from the Eritrean and northern Ethiopia Semitic root meaning to reign. The title has subsequently been used to translate the words king or emperor. Folks, I speak to you today in a tongue that is not my own or original tongue. I'm here to enlighten my people. You, my brothers and sisters, are kings and queens. And to prove to you that you're kings and queens, I understand I'm among atheists, Muslims, Jews, Sikhs, and everyone else. But Jesus of Nazareth said, I am the King of what? Kings. He would not have had to say, I am the King of Kings if you weren't already kings. Anybody else got something to say? Amen.
Hi, I'm from Ethiopia, and Nugus means king, and Nugust means queen. Y'all are Nuguses and Negastat.
No justice. No peace. No justice. No peace. Y'all know the agenda? We're walking.
It's called the Recovery Act. I'll educate y'all.
How do we work? What do we want? Now. If we don't do it, shut it down. If we don't do it, shut it down.
So if you're just joining us, this protest group is marching to shut down a highway here in DC. And every once in a while, they take a break to let people's feet rest, to make sure everybody has water and snacks, whatever anyone could need. And they stop and give speeches or testimony, whatever, kind of feels right in the moment. So smash the like button, share this stream on your Facebook, your Twitter, your subreddits. It all helps. Poor Jordan had a colonoscopy earlier today, so he's recovering. I'm here in DC. This is Jenn. He will be back out in the field very soon, so we definitely need your help. Super Chats help so much. We really appreciate everyone who's contributed so far. You can contribute via Super Chat or GoFundMe, gofundme.com/status-coup-news.
Shut it down. Shut it down. Shut it down. Shut it down.
You can see all the photographers. There's another person across the street filming this from afar. So again, the goal here is to shut down a highway and have a moment of silence for George Floyd and another for Breonna Taylor. Okay, here it is, guys. People are... They're taking over the highway. Thank you, Andy, so much for the super chat. Helps so much. Thank you so much, OOXE1SH. It really helps. Thank you. Okay, they have shut the highway down.
Let's go. We're going to be right here. Need everybody to make a straight line. Don't worry about going across the barrier, y'all. I don't want nobody to get hurt. I don't want nobody to get hurt, so let's just make a straight line. Everybody get together, wear your masks. I'm going to move in the front so y'all won't affect me. I'm joking.
You gotta get that mask on. You got Jordan to think about, man.
She's good. I'm in God's hands. I don't believe in no virus, especially no man-made one anyway. Not saying it ain't real, though. It's just me.
Someone from across, people have spread out across the barrier. I'm gonna try to hop over. 1 second, hopping a barrier here. Okay, both sides of the highway shut down. People are happy with it. Dancing. People in their cars have now joined the protest, it looks like. She has joined the protest from their car. That's their car.
Black lives matter. 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 Black lives matter.
Cars are piling up. Share the stream, guys. Smash the like button.
Black lives matter. 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 Black lives matter.
So I'll go up a little bit.
Black lives matter. Black lives matter.
People are from their cars. Stop killing black people. People honking. There's a helicopter over there. So everyone's taking a knee for the amount of time that George Floyd was held down. There is I can tell what kind of helicopter that is. I could try to stand up on this barrier and get a better view. We'll see if that works out. 1 second, guys.
Yes, it will. And I go to my brother, yeah. And I say, brother, help me please. He wants up wouldn't last for beyond. It's been a long time coming, but I know change gonna come. Oh, yes, it will. Oh. That was for Breonna Taylor and George Floyd. So we're gonna continue to let this be a silent moment for them. Stay focused. Stay focused.
Okay, there's kind of a scuffle over there, detracting from. I'm conflicted on reporting it, or on kind of a side street. There is, it looks like someone who was upset about the street being shut down. Another person who was yelling at them and saying, you know, you can pause for 8 minutes, it's okay. So obviously other journalists ran over there. I guess there's value in it. Hold on. It's kind of up a high wall on the side of the street. So 1 second, guys.
Did you protect us?
That wasn't us.
Why are you touching me, bro? They asked us nicely. We said no. It's cool. What are you touching me for, son?
Don't put yourself in trouble.
I'm not. Hey, stop recording. I'm not here for this. Stop recording me, bro. We don't need a recorder. When you recording what's happening, it's not right?
tell me be silent.
Because you got to deliver some food.
You don't tell me be silent.
Your brother's sister, man.
I know that.
Stop being ignorant.
You stop being fucking ignorant.
I didn't curse you.
But you being ignorant, telling me I'm older than you. Okay, well come in the black neighborhoods too when it's black on black crime.
Go that way.
Yeah.
Go sit in the car.
Walk for that too.
Please go sit in the car.
Lonnie, thank you so much for the GoFundMe donation. It really, really helps us stay out in the field. GoFundMe.com/status-coup-news. Yes, Reese, that's exactly why I'm recording the police and not the other people. Thank you so much, Crystal, for the GoFundMe. That really, really helps. I really appreciate you. So this is basically, you know, two sides of the highway and a side street that's been shut down right now. Carl, there's no more curfew in DC. I wish I could figure out what that helicopter is. Let me see if I can get a view. One second, walking for an overhead view here. So this is one side of the highway protest. Originally they were just going to take over that side where you see the vast majority of people. But they took over both sides, and then this side street as well. Kelly, thank you so much for the GoFundMe funds. That really, really helps. GoFundMe.com/status-coup-news. And thank you so much for the, I don't know what NOK is, but thank you so much for the GoFundMe, or the super chat. Really, really appreciate that. You guys are absolutely amazing. Smash the like button. Subscribe if you haven't already. Oh, I guess it's Norway. Okay, so I'm gonna try to hop back over multiple walls here in the road.
I don't even know.
People are in their cars are turning around on the highway. One second, guys.
Anybody else got anything to say before we start marching back? Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. Let's go on.
I get real nervous speaking in front of people, so I'm gonna try my best right now. I'm with a group of people, and we've been out here for the last 2 weeks, more or less. I see a lot of familiar faces. People have been out here, been tear gassed, rubber bullet, flashbang grenaded, and you guys keep coming back. The young sister that just spoke, she said she was, what, 107, 120 pounds? 112. I'm 270. Every time a cop talks to me, I'm a threat. Every single time. I went to college to wrestle and play football. Every time a police officer talks to me, they have to call somebody else, usually put their hand on their gun. And that's scary. I did everything that I could to get to college, to better my situation, make my family proud. And whenever I talk to a cop, I'm worried if that's the last time I'm gonna be talking to anybody. I see a lot of different faces out here. I see a lot of different ages. Ma'am, how old are you, if I can ask? I don't wanna be rude. 49. I've seen people out here 12 years old, younger, kids, strollers. My sister right here is probably old enough to remember when this stuff was way worse, when it wasn't filmed, when this was happening every day, and she's still out here. But I can make a promise right now, we're gonna do better and we're gonna fix this. You're not gonna do this no more. To the young sisters right here, he said, watch out for the women, I'm out here for y'all. I'm afraid, I'm terrified. I'm out here for y'all. We're not gonna let this happen. We're not gonna fail you. We're gonna stop this. Not one more person. We've been out here for 2 weeks, and on the news the other day, a man was shot by the police. In the back. I'm not saying he didn't do anything wrong. I'm not saying that. All that we're asking for is to not be tried, found guilty, and executed on the street like an animal. That's it. Due process. You've heard this before. He reached for a taser, he fought. You could YouTube any video right now of white people fighting cops, 2 or 3 of them getting away. Dylan Roof murdered parishioners in a church and got taken to McDonald's. This man grabbed a taser and was shot 5 times in the back. There's people popping up all over this country, suicides, hung from trees. We're not going to do that. We got to look out for one another. We got to protect one another. And I'm sorry to everybody in the cars if your day is inconvenience. Tamir's Rice Day was inconvenience. George Floyd's day was inconvenience. Sandra Bland, Philando Castile, and they didn't get to go home. Y'all gonna be in your cars for a little bit, turn the music up, turn the AC on, and chill out. Because we're gonna be all right. We're not going nowhere. It warms my heart so much to see y'all out here. I can't tell you. It warms my heart so much to see y'all out here. Standing up for something you know is wrong. But like the young sister said before, the work is not done. Where do we go from here? When you get home, when you see those rude and offensive comments that people post up, those memes that people think, that hateful rhetoric, check that. Check it. When no one's around, when no one's taking your picture, check that. Because that's how we win. It's like a hydra. You cut off one head, 2 more is going to show up, but we got more swords than they do. Thank you guys so much for being out here. Thank you.
Good evening, brothers and sisters. Y'all gonna all be in the choir right now because I'm gonna teach y'all a civil rights song that was written in the 70s. It's called Ella's Song. It's called We Who Believe in Justice Cannot Rest. We who believe in justice cannot rest until it comes. We who believe in justice cannot rest, cannot rest. We who believe in justice cannot rest until it comes. Y'all think y'all got that? Okay, let's go. We who believe in justice cannot rest, cannot rest. We who believe in justice cannot rest until it comes. Y'all got it? We who believe in justice cannot rest, cannot rest. Back. We who believe in justice cannot rest until it comes. One more time. We who believe in freedom cannot rest, cannot rest. We who believe in freedom cannot rest until it comes. Y'all got it now? We who believe in freedom cannot rest, cannot rest. We who believe in freedom cannot rest until, now here's the verse I'm gonna sing. Until the killing of black men, black mothers' sons is as important as the killing of white men, white mothers' sons. We who believe in justice cannot rest. Come on, y'all. Cannot rest. We who believe in until it comes. That's right, one time. We who believe in justice cannot rest, cannot rest. We who believe in justice cannot rest until it comes. Yeah, and that which touches me most is that I had a chance to work with people, passing on to others that was passed on to me. We who believe in justice cannot rest. That's it. That's right. We who believe until it comes. One more verse. We who believe in justice cannot rest. That's it. This is the last verse. Listen to this. The older I get, the better I know that the secrets of my going on. It's been the reins in the hands of the young who dare to run against the storm. We who believe in justice cannot rest. That's it, y'all. Until it comes. One more time. We who believe in justice cannot rest. We cannot. We who believe in justice cannot rest until it comes. Thank you very much.
We who believe in justice.
How we all doing out here today? Awesome, awesome. It warms my heart to see all you beautiful faces out here standing for a cause. I wanted to bring to all of you all's attention that certain acts like Colin Kaepernick taking the kneel at the football games shouldn't go unseen or unheard, and this is a moment to take the opportunity to learn the Negro National Anthem. That is one song I have not heard in a while. If you could pull out your phones, just type the lyrics in Google. It's called "Lift Every Voice and Sing." And I'm gonna I'm gonna kneel for Colin Kaepernick and anybody else who supported. And we're gonna all learn this song. We're all gonna sing. And as you're singing the song, listen to the lyrics, internalize the lyrics. Make sure the lyrics speaks to your heart and resonate in your soul. Okay? So if you got the lyrics, just raise your hand, your phone in the air. All right, and I'm gonna start singing. And we all are all gonna start singing. Everyone's just gonna sing it, not just me. All right? Lift every voice and sing till earth and heaven ring, ring with the harmonies of liberty. Let us rejoicing rise high as the listening skies. Let it resound loud as the rolling seas. Sing a song full full of the faith that the dark past has taught us. Sing a song full of the hope that the present has brought us, facing the rising sun of our new day begun. Let us march on to victory. Let us march on to victory. Repeat it with me. Let us march on to victory is won.
Come on, clap it up, y'all. Yo, brother, good. All right, so this is the last person before we march on. Then we just gonna enjoy some beautiful music from my tunes. This brother got something to say, and then we're gonna march back where we came from. So we're gonna go right back up that ramp, and then go to the right. We're gonna head back to the White House. And like I said again, if anybody over there, please come back over here, please, and let those cars go. Cause we did. No, well, I got this thing that, so y'all gotta get over here. Y'all ain't nobody tell y'all go over there. But now we gonna go back on the ramp and go to the right. So here you go, bro.
Good evening, everyone. I'm gonna be very brief. I would like to commend everyone who's here now and everyone who's been here almost every day like myself. There are people all over the world that are tuned in to Washington, D.C. No matter where they are, they know that this is the capital of the United States. So what we're doing now, what we did every day, we're setting the standard to say that enough is enough. We're letting the entire world to know that if we are silent to injustice, then we might as well be the people that are causing it. We are letting the entire world know that we're standing together regardless of our ethnic background. We're standing together regardless of our religion, regardless of our sexual orientation, and we're saying that enough is enough. We're calling out injustice. We're calling out police brutality. We're calling out elected officials who are saying that Black Lives Matter when in their mind and in their hearts it really doesn't matter. So I commend you for continuing the fight. The reason we must continue is because the entire world is watching Washington, D.C. And if we stop now, we're saying we're throwing in the towel. If we stop now, we're saying that those people who died, that they died in vain. We must continue to fight. We must continue to march. This is not the end. This is the beginning.
Right about now, is in full effect. Judge Gray resigning. In the case of NWA versus the police department, prosecuting attorneys are MC Ren, Ice Cube, and Easy motherfucking E. Order. Ice Cube, take the motherfucking stand. Do you want to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? So help your black ass. You goddamn right. Won't you tell everybody what the fuck you gotta say?
2 people sign up to comment Yeah, someone pointed out the sky is beautiful right now. It's a really calm, peaceful, well-temperatured night. Thank you, Poopy Cake, so much for the super chat. Refund the police and fund status quo. Yes, defund. If you guys have 16 cents a day, $5 a month, please join as a member of Status Quo. You'll get behind the scenes videos and member chats. You'll get on a call with Jordan and I where you can ask us all your burning questions. We post so much cool stuff for members and it really helps keep us going. That's our main business model. We're funded by you, the people. statusquo.com/join. And if you're new here, please subscribe to this channel. Sorry for the camera wobblies. People are still pumped up. People are still going. There's the National Museum of History, the Smithsonian, one of the many Smithsonian buildings. If you've never been to DC, the Smithsonians are free.
It's all about getting together. All we gotta do is love. And if we stand up and fight, we can fight for our freedom. All we gotta do is love. All we gotta do is love each other. All we gotta do is love. All we gotta do is love each other. All we gotta do is love.
2 years, and it has helped to fund a majority of our infield trips. We've been all across the country reporting on things that no one else is reporting on, and that's thanks to you guys. So if you want to keep seeing us out in the field, please help contribute. Super Chats help, GoFundMe's help. And I want to make sure that you guys have heard a couple of important news stories. Very, very distressing. So in California, in recent days, there have been 2 separate black men about 30 minutes to 1 hour in distance apart who have been found hung dead from trees in their areas. So Victorville, California and Palmdale, California. I'm not from the area, but from what I understand, it's about 30 to 60 minutes in distance. 2 different black men, days apart, found hung from trees. Cops immediately said that these were suicides. Now, I don't have information right now. We are investigating this. We have Tina Berg, who's freelancing for us. She's a great journalist. She's on the ground in California investigating this. But it doesn't make any sense to anyone with a brain, honestly. For 2 black men in these times to separately hang themselves from trees 30 minutes apart. Anthony says there were more found hanging from a tree in Texas. I'll have to check that out. I have not seen that. That's highly disturbing. I don't even know what to say about that. It's disgusting. It needs to be looked into. And the police, who are known for lying, who are known for putting out lies to the media, to the general public, have dismissed the cases in California as suicides. And it makes no sense at all. So that's those are 2 cases I want you to be aware of. Again, people are saying also in Houston, I haven't seen that and I need to look into that. I'm extremely disturbed if that's the case. Another case that I want you to be aware of is out of Tallahassee, Florida. So there was a woman who was an active Black Lives Matter protester in in Florida, in Tallahassee, who was on the front lines, who was helping organize protests. She posted on June 6th that someone had sexually assaulted her and she was trying to seek refuge. Her friends say, she then went missing, and it turns out, she was found dead Saturday night. They have arrested a suspect, and another 75-year-old woman was also found. A white woman was found with her, apparently. Highly disturbing. The cops apparently not having looked into her disappearance nearly as much as they should have. So I have a video up about the Florida case, the woman there who was missing and then murdered, as well as Tina having some videos up about the cases in California. So I want you to be aware of those. They aren't getting as much media attention by any means as they should. Protesters seem to be deciding which way they want to go. Yeah, and I just want to say, you know, things are not always what they appear to be or what the establishment says they are. Things are not always as police say they are. The older gentleman in Buffalo, before the video was released, they said, oh, he tripped and fell. Well, now the man can't walk, and it's clear from the video they pushed him over. So just because police or the establishment, whoever it is saying something is true, it does not make it true. So here at Status Quo, that's why we want to be on the ground. We want to be able to document exactly what's happening across the country. Yeah, someone said it's a long march. It sure is. I'm definitely getting my steps in. You'll see this shopping cart here. So that is basically supplies for protesters, for marchers. From what I've seen, protesters have really been taking care of one another on the streets with snacks, with water, with medical supplies, Band-Aids. When police were tear gassing people, they were taking care of one another with milk in the eyes or baking soda solutions in the eyes. People got handed masks for COVID, antibacterial solution. It's really been extraordinary to see. And again, I keep saying it, but it's so incredible to me that this is Monday evening. These people are out here shutting down a highway 3 weeks in. I don't see CNN out here. I don't see, mainstream media out here. Status Quo is out here. We want to stay out here. So please keep those super chats coming. Keep those GoFundMe's coming. It really helps. GoFundMe.com/status-quo-news. Yeah, Camp Maroon in Philly. I want to get some footage tonight. I don't think I'll be live for it, but there is an encampment right now outside of the mayor of DC, Mayor Muriel Bowser, outside of her office. There are tents. Kelly, in the shopping cart is water and supplies for marchers. They're chanting, if we don't get it, shut it down, which they did tonight for sure. Thank you guys so much for all the likes and the shares. If you haven't yet smashed the like button, please do that because it really helps YouTube show this stream to more people. Subscribe if you haven't already. We will be going live for more events like this. Juneteenth is this weekend. A lot going on for Juneteenth. That's Friday, and events going on Saturday and Sunday as well. I'll be here live from DC. And Jordan will be going to an undisclosed location very, very soon, so get pumped up for that. Okay, markers are pausing for a second here. We have 666 likes, which seems to be a bad omen. So someone else please like the stream. Just kidding. Thank you, whoever that was. Ara says neo-Nazis have a heavy presence in SoCal. That's actually one of the things that we are looking into, that freelancer Tina Desiree Berg of I think it's District 32, is looking into her podcast. And she does some freelancing for us as well. There is a history in the California area where these two men were found hung dead from trees. There's a history of neo-Nazi presence within, and white supremacist presence within the police departments. So she is looking into that. I'm looking into that. District 34, thank you. Radio Crazy Girl. Hold on, I'm really bad with the directions. 14th and G. Yes, Cryptical. Tina's at District 34, 14th and G. Cryptical, I'm glad you know where I am, even if I don't. So now we're about to pass New York and 14th. Yeah, it's lovely out here. If you're in DC, come on down. I don't know what the plans are after this. I know that we're we're marching to the White House. I also know that at Freedom Plaza, there are people who are camping out tonight in front of Mayor Bowser's office. Carl, I do know my way back to the hotel, thank God. Only because it's a straight path from the White House. So here's something interesting. A lot of corporate, companies have been putting these Black Lives Matter sort of things on their storefronts. And I think it's probable that the franchise owners do believe in justice and do support Black Lives Matter. But as a whole, a lot of these corporations that are putting out Black Lives Matter on social media and stuff, it's really just because they feel like they have to. Yeah, so Davey says they're doing it to not get smashed. There's there's something to that. Definitely a lot of this plywood and a lot of these corporate signs went up around. Isn't this an MJ song? I just watched Leaving Neverland. Yikes. Oh boy. Should I protest against MJ right now? Leaving Neverland was not defunded. I've spent way too much time investigating in the last few days. People on the sides here supporting Black Lives Matter. Yeah, so actually, Carl, I was with Abby Martin. We were in Vancouver together right after she watched Leaving Neverland last year, and she was real riled up about it. Like, I can't believe it took you so long to watch it because she was horrified. We're marching back to the White House after having marched from the White House to shut down a highway. Yeah, Abby's great. Okay, we're getting there, guys. We're getting back to the White House. It's happening. Tithias, no, not all the streets were already closed. They are closed right in front of the White House on 8th Street. Woo, guys, I've been marching forever. Come on, some super chats. GoFundMe, gofundme.com/status-coup-news. I'll take you guys up closer to the White House, which we actually haven't been able to get up close to for quite some time. So they recently opened it. If you'll remember last week when I was reporting, they had like 8-foot tall fences around the White House, and they had put a bunch of posters and artwork. So there's now a very small section left. So you can see some of that is left here. The Smithsonian, the African American Museum, I believe it is, came and is cataloging some of this artwork and some of these protest signs for the museum. Wow, this is beautiful. This looks crocheted. I haven't seen this. It says vote. I can't breathe. Rodney King. Justice for George Floyd. Black Lives Matter. That's gorgeous. So someone spent a lot of time on that. And then love, love, love here. That is just beautiful. You now have Rayshard Brooks. New names up here. You know, since I was here reporting last week, there are new names. And these, obviously, goes without saying, these names are people. These names are human beings. Rayshard Brooks, killed at the hands of police.
So this is what I want to say. I would like to tell
Back in front of the White House, guys.
First, make sure y'all get y'all water and snacks, all that y'all need to stay hydrated. I would like to thank everybody that marched with me today. Clap it up for yourselves. Because without you guys, we couldn't accomplish what we accomplished today. And this is what it's all about. And this is what I want to say. Don't let this be the last day you come out here. Now, if everybody can take out their phones and follow me, because I do be posting and everything as far as where I'm going to be at. I never know where I'm going to be at till like that day. I'm like a real spontaneous type of guy, as y'all can see. Like, I come out here just randomly. But make sure y'all follow me at kenny.sway if you want to keep up with everything that I'm doing, not only with the protests, or not only in the community, but just period, musically and everything like that. Because I'm not an activist. I'm gonna just let that be clear. I'm a straight musician, singer-songwriter. I do music. But when I saw my black, brown brothers and black sisters being murdered on television and on video, I feel like I needed to do something. I needed to be out here, not only for them, but also so my 3-year-old daughter can have a future. Because I want to still do, and I want to still live to see my grandchildren. Mind you, my daughter's 3, but I'm already speaking things into existence. I want to see my grandchildren graduate. You understand? So not only we are out here amongst one another, but we are also out here for those ones who lost their life in the hands of the police. We have to remember that. To all my non-black people, I appreciate you. I thank you. And please, don't let this stop. Do not 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 let this stop. Exactly. Do not let it stop, y'all. No peace. No peace. So look, this what I want to do next. I really want to like cause a lot of ruckus in these neighborhoods, yo.
Carl, you're amazing. Thank you, Carl.
But, like I said, make sure y'all follow me so we can all come collectively together and cause some ruckus in the neighborhoods of DC. Even if we gotta go through each neighborhood for 30 minutes and make some noise, wake their ass up, we gonna do it. We gonna do it. I'm all for it. I'm all in. I got 2 feet in. I don't know about y'all. So like I said, I'm about to walk back to my car. And I'm gonna go home to my daughter. If anybody has anything to say, you got 1 minute.
Repeat your address.
My what?
To follow you. Repeat it.
Exactly. So Kenny.Sway is my Instagram. Sway Kenny is my Facebook for all y'all older folk. And let's really make this thing happen. Cause being right here, that house right there is not speaking back to us. Okay? That house is not speaking back to us. And the one thing for certain, the 2 things for sure, keep recording by any means necessary. If y'all see something, record something. The phone is the most powerful weapon. It's powerful than a gun. Yeah, the vote is too. All right, go ahead.
Hey, folks, I just want to give y'all a quick website so you can follow the protest. And it's updated daily of every event from every organization. Updated daily. www, of course, .dmv protest, that's plural. So DMV, PROTESTS.com /Washington DC. I say it again, I know I said it a little fast. DMVprotest.com /Washington DC.
I'm gonna say this one more time. Anybody got anything else to say before I take my mic and leave? Yeah.
Vote, that's correct. So to be out here every single day, make sure you're taking care of yourself. Hydrate the night before. Make sure you take care of your mental health. That's really important. You know, we have a lot of people like myself, we're on like Swan Street, people are here. They got the crap kicked out of them. You got to take care of your mental health. Also, another good resource to follow to know where a protest is, if you can't make it to the start, is MPD's traffic Twitter. They basically tweet exactly where every group of protesters is by the minute. So use the police for some good for once.
All right, all right.
Hey, folks, keep in mind he's trying to go home to see his daughter.
No, I'm telling you, they got 1 minute.
Let the man go see his daughter.
1 minute, 1 minute.
We got
All power to the people.
Yeah, I gotta be that.
We gotta do it. We all got families. That's why we're doing this.
Take the flag.
Free guy. That's my man right there. Yeah, he's a soldier right here.
All power to the people.
Power to the people!
I'm gonna deliver the same message every night, hoping that everybody get it.
Amplified, brothers.
The elders are very, very proud of you. You need to know that. We are getting ready to start a bike-a-thon where we will be going through the hood on bikes. Not walking, but steadily talking. We haven't set a date, but if you continue to come down here, the brother will give you the date
and the time and the place where we're going to connect. We are going to go through the hood. So if you scared, stay home. All right? I need to let y'all know that. Oh, one other thing. What other thing? Like Maness just said, don't stop doing what you're doing. You've mobilized. Look around you. You've mobilized. Now it's time for you to organize. It's time for you to strategize. But what you don't want to do is compromise.
Time it to the people, y'all. Come on, sister. Sister want to say something. Clap it up for the sister.
Thank you, appreciate it. Just want to read these words from Claude McKay. He was a poet back in the times where this was really, really going on every single day in the streets, just like it is right now. And it's called If We Must Die. If we must die, let it not be like hogs, hunted and pinned in a glorious spot, while round us bark the mad and hungry dogs, making their mock at our accursed lot. If we must die, let us die nobly, so that our precious blood may not be shed in vain. Then even the monsters that we defy shall be constrained to honor us, though we're dead. O people, we must meet the common foe. Though far outnumbered, let us show how brave. And for their 1,000 blows, we deal one, death blow. What though before us lies the open grave? Like men, we'll face the murderous, cowardly pack, pressed to the wall, dying, but we're fighting back. No justice, no peace.
Thank y'all.
Whew, all right, guys. So that is the end of this protest. I want to take you over here before I shut it down. While I'm talking to you, get as close to the White House here as we can. So I'm walking right now into Lafayette Square Park, which has been closed off for a long time since the protest started. They recently took the 8-foot tall, what became called the baby gate of Donald Trump down. So the public hasn't been able to walk in this space for quite some time. So right here, protesters have moved a lot of their signs and artwork up around the statue. So I wanted to show you this. So the White House is right there. This is the People's Park, Lafayette Square Park. There's chalk artwork. Artwork on the walls. Trump is a bloated sack of shrieking void crabs. I don't know what that means, but I like it. Wow, so this is cool. People have left medals. Seemingly people have left their medals here. This is really cool. Real generosity towards the future is in giving all to the present. So it looks like people have left medals that they've won and then written Black Lives Matter and people's names on them, like Breonna Taylor, George Floyd, Jamel Floyd. Says we finished together. Wow. So people have left medals that they've won all over this fence. A half marathon medal. And they've left signs and notes here. It's too dark, unfortunately, for me to read all of it or show you all of it. But you can see these are medals people have won in marathons and things like that. And then written Black Lives Matter, we are with you, we love you. And if calling for justice for the joy and life and worthiness of Black lives is considered stirring up trouble, well then we will be those troublemakers. We will never forget Amina Brown. Wow, that's interesting. Wow, I've never seen that before. So all along this fence, you'll see someone left a happy birthday message for Donald Trump, whose birthday was the other day. No justice, no peace. Babygate bunker, this says. It's your birthday, F you. So this is a really, really historic spot. Actually, in its distant past, or not so distant, actually, Lafayette Square Park was a slave market, which obviously is a dark, dark history. But you can see that. Let's get a little bit closer because there's even more. Now, it used to be, and I remember, obviously, living close to here, I visited the White House a bunch of times. And even a few years ago when I took my kids and visited, you could get pretty close to the White House. Obviously not like a dangerous closeness, but you could get pretty close. And they have moved it back and back and back and back. So less and less. It's, the people can't even see or get close to the people's house. So there's some Jesus music playing here, I guess. But people have also decorated this fence. Malaysia Booker, Michael Brown, Trayvon Martin, Natasha McKenna, Yvette Smith, George Floyd, Eleanor Bumpers, Megan Hockaday, Tony McDade, and people have left flowers. So it's getting quite dark and late, so I'll sign off for now. But I want you guys, as I kind of scroll you through the rest of this fence here, please subscribe if you haven't already. Smash the like button if you haven't already. Tell your friends and family members about Status Coup. Get the word out there because we rely on you to tell people about us. And we will be out in the field. I will be back here for Juneteenth, and Jordan will soon be coming or going to an undisclosed location, which we will disclose very, very soon once we finalize some details. He had a procedure today, a colonoscopy. Please consider supporting us. GoFundMe.com/status-coup-news. You can become a member, get behind the scenes videos and photos, and all kinds of stuff. Member calls, it's so fun. 16 cents a day, statuscoup.com/join. What else? I think that's it. Just help us keep reporting, guys. We love you so, so much. You guys keep us going. This is important. Thank you so much for sticking with me all this time. And I will be back very, very soon. Love you all. Bye-bye.